So my case prep was slightly different than from the rest of the guys because I actually did not expect to get a shortlist. So I prepared for other companies and didn't really prepare for consulting. So and I did not get shortlisted by Optus or McKinsey or any of the other consulting firms. So like I didn't expect to get PCT shortlist either. So that timeline is entirely out of order for me. So I started my resume fight sometime in August. I was one of those sad people who actually submitted my resume to PCT late. Luckily, they extended their deadline by another 12 hours, so I managed to get into it. So I'm sure you all would have heard a lot about how you're supposed to prep your resume. It's supposed to be really great. It's supposed to be the story of everything you've done in your Insta life, etc., etc. Again, I'm also sure you would have heard about the extraordinary achievements that you should have done in your institute life if you want to get those shortlists. From what I understand, the consult industry itself is kind of based off of the idea that look, you can probably solve the problem that your company has yourself, but odds are that my employees are really good, so good that they solve your problem better than you can. This is the only reason why consult firms have business. Otherwise, why would you hire someone from outside to solve your problem when you have a bunch of employees, right? So consultants solve problems, and the reason they stay in business is because people actually believe that they are really good at solving problems, and hence you are likely to get shortlisted if you look like somebody that the client will think is really stuck. Can I use that word? Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is the reason why they say 3 spikes or extraordinary achievements or whatever else you want to call it. But the bottom line is that you want to see, the company should be able to pitch you as somebody who can really kill it, who's ridiculously smart. He's gone to IIT and he's like a stopper there, and he was Kalsec and got Amex intern. Got Amex intern and Institute and whatnot, and just amazing person who can solve all your problems that you've solved. So as long as you have that image, as long as your resume pitches that to the person who's reading it, you're kind of sorted. Now, there are a bunch of myths. I don't know what these guys are. I'm sorry, I just came by. But there are a bunch of myths. For instance, I actually don't think 3 spikes thing is legit because I didn't have 3 spikes. And there's a bunch of other people whom BCG shortlisted. They shortlisted around 30 people. I don't think all of them had 3 spikes at the same level as say some of these guys did. But what I've noticed is that on an average, again I might be entirely wrong, but on an average, most of these people who did get shortlisted were the sort of people who on paper seemed like they might be very cool. They might be very front end, that they might be able to talk very well, unprepared, randomly come onto stage and speak. Right. So those are some aspects of personality also that you want to sell. Right. You want to be that guy who can win the top jam if that's possible. So that's it. When it comes to what kind of things you want to prepare for the selection process, assuming that you've gotten the shortlist, getting the shortlist in itself, BCG and McKinsey and whatnot will tell you is a huge deal. They'll send a letter to you, they'll send a letter to your family, they'll tell you that's something extraordinary. So assuming you've crossed that barrier, what you want to prepare for is basically a test on the manner in which you think. So I will not say that the manner in which consultants think and solve their problems is the best way to do it or the only way to do it, but it's the only way that you want that seems to work for consultants to keep their businesses intact, right? And the manner in which they do this is to be extremely rigorous and methodical to the point of a fault, right? For instance, look at this. Day 1, why, how, what, and then splits, and then further splits. This is exactly what consultants want. They want you to think in a manner that is basically breaks down everything into smaller problems, and then the smaller problems into even smaller problems, and then solve one at a time. So when you're preparing for the case interview, you should of course use all the materials and do all the cases, so on and so forth. But what matters the most is the manner in which you think. And the manner in which you think is, it has to be well organized, it has to be methodical to almost to a point of a fault, and at the same time you have to be able to be a little creative and hunty, right? So my case preparation almost entirely started in the first week of November when the firm that I interned with told me that I didn't get a PPO. So around this, like November 6th or so, I started contacting a bunch of people, friends of mine, who had prior fund days or had actually been in the process for a little longer than myself. And I did not have enough time to form a case group because all the people who had gotten shortlisted were already in their own case groups. So what I did instead is I found about 10 people whom I was very good friends with, whom I also trusted would give me good feedback. And each of these 10 people, I did one case with approximately. I think I did one with Shreyas, I did one with Giridhar, I did one with Pavitra Shivkumar, I did one with this guy called Sachin Sridhar. He will probably come for the Microsoft thing. Then a couple of other people. So in total I did 10 cases by myself with friends. And I was lucky enough that all of these people were, not RGing me in the sense that they gave me very good feedback. I took advantage of the feedback. I tried my best to, become better. And in parallel, I was also going through the buddy program that BCG has. The buddies that I had